July. The water has warmed up enough that people can go into it if they want and not die.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yes.
70 degrees is not too bad, and that's in the Willamette River. That's kind of the warmest river we've been able to find in the surrounding area. Okay. Columbia River, 65 degrees. Kind of
uncomfortable.
Floating. Yeah.
Even if you won't die.
Exactly. A 7mm wetsuit is what I would wear, but that might be a little extreme. Some folks can handle the water otherwise, but just be aware it might be a little bit of a shock to your system. Sandy River, Deschutes River, those rivers are still in the lower 60s. So you do need to be prepared before you head out into the water. Now, tomorrow won't be quite as warm as it was today. We're going to watch an area of low pressure approach and cool us down and even bring us a few sprinkles. This is your live look right now at your satellite radar imagery. Noticing some returns popping up on the western slopes of the Cascades. Otherwise, just dealing with cloudy skies right now. There's that cold front sitting offshore. It's going to be making its way onshore, bringing again a few scattered showers. Not really amounting to a whole lot just yet. There's your jet stream dipping down into the south and creating a little bit of a havoc for the northern plains and also the upper Midwest. They're dealing with some thunderstorms, and really the last couple of days they've been dealing with some extreme heat with heat indices up to 109 degrees, and that was in Minneapolis. Now let's take a look at our current conditions here. We're not seeing anything like that here. 65 degrees, dew point 55, wind out of the north at about 8 miles per hour. Sunrise time tomorrow morning, 5:25. Now, tomorrow afternoon, we'll see a high right around 74, starting off mostly cloudy, overcast for many areas. And then by about 1 or 2 o'clock, you'll start to see those clouds break up and a little more sunshine in the mix. Here's your short-term forecast. A few spotty showers. You can see that wave coming through and all the way through Sunday, now midday. Now we're starting to clear out. There we go with Monday. Monday into Tuesday, it's a repeated pattern where a few spotty showers, maybe a trace, maybe a few hundredths of an inch. And so far at Astoria, we picked up about 200ths of an inch, and that was just within the last 6 hours. And current wind gusts here, we're seeing some better conditions in central Oregon. Madras out of the north at about 11 miles per hour, but the Dow still out of the northwest at about 25 miles per hour. Nice calm conditions at the coast right now. Current temperatures up and down the valley in the mid-60s. Government Camp 51, the Dow 69, mid-60s right now in central Oregon. Now, heading through tomorrow morning, again, right around 11 o'clock, we'll start to see some bigger breaks in those clouds. With temperatures right around the mid-60s. At the coast, you'll be right around 60 degrees. Still overcast, though, at our beaches, basically Newport on up through Washington. Now, let's get into the afternoon. Temperatures in the afternoon, again, right around 73 to 74 degrees. But now we're really getting some clearing. So everything's looking pretty good. Valley is allowed to warm up into the low to mid 70s, also central Oregon and over to the Dalles. Now Sunday night, we're talking about another wave coming through, another little disturbance that could bring a few more spotty showers, mostly at the coast. Again, rainfall totals we were talking about, not expecting much to measure. So maybe a trace, maybe 300ths of an inch at best. And so far, month to date, we're behind in our rainfall totals by over a ½ inch just for the month of June. Weather pattern overall is going to bring a trough of low pressure, set up an area of low pressure offshore, and then followed by a ridge. This expanding ridge is going to help us warm up at the end of the week. Now let's take a look at that again. Here we go. Fast motion here. Tuesday, Wednesday. Now we see that area of low pressure setting up offshore. A slight chance for a few sprinkles spotting the coastline, but not widespread. It would be very isolated. Of course, we will keep our eye on this because I know a lot of folks have some outdoor plans for 4th of July. Speaking of which, how about that high temperature? We're expecting right around 79 to 83. That'll be the range for our valley locations. At the coast, you can expect temperatures closer to the low 70s. So that'll be a nice day out there. Daytime highs continue low to mid 80s through Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 78.
Just to be clear, I'm rooting against low pressure.
Okay. There are different camps, by the way. There are folks who are rooting for the rain for 4th of July. They really want it, and other people who say no, absolutely not.
The normal people.
I will remain silent on that one.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you, Natasha. It is time for sports now. We have a very special guest sports anchor by the name of me, and we're talking only